you know, when you report, when you're going out on a story, you generally bring more than one battery. You know, at least in the like 5 years ago, you'd bring 3 batteries if you thought you were going to be wherever you were going to be for any length of time, and then you'd have a way of charging it in your car or whatever. So in that way, like by those standards, the battery life is great. But of course, using video or any multimedia, you know, functionalities on the phone use up the battery much more quickly. But I didn't have it die on me ever while I was there, and I was sending lots of videos, but that was because I had the power.
I have a quick question. Actually, we have other digital journalists, multimedia journalists in the room, and so Tim in particular, I mean, you do broadcast, you do radio, you write for a website and your own blog. How does this fit into your kit? You're a backpack journalist. Do you want to add something like this? Does it?
Well, whenever I show up, and whatever I do is for TV, broadcast quality, and so whenever I come somewhere, people are a little surprised, you know, where's your crew? And so I always constantly say, well, you're looking at the future of television, but you know, I'm pretty much a dinosaur when you look at this. But and the reason I ask that question is the quality you have to maintain that quality. If I look at that interview, the guy's looking out of the shop. It has bad light. The audio is not great. I mean, that was after getting him right out, sure, as he came out of the auditorium. But I do think that there's, you know, obviously you move people when you can. You know what I mean? You move them to the best background when they're movable. Yeah. When there's someone just talking his ear off about something that I don't understand at all, and then the Google's PR guy is standing right there wanting to whisk him to the airport, you pull out your phone and you get him. Sure. You know, that's what you do. But then you're talking about your piece to camera.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm struggling too. I'm doing a piece to camera too with a tripod and stuff. Yeah. It's insane. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy as well.
But you're seeing the very first trial. Like, you're seeing just the first trial. You should remember that, you know, because it's hopefully not going to be like that. You know, journalists will improve in how they figure out what they need to do, and the technology will.
What I have seen, and I've not been able to get hold of one because I know you love this, is a tripod that you basically hold in your hand, go straight up, and you attach the camera to the end here, so you can take a piece of the camera.
Yeah.
If anyone's got one, let me know.
Well, I'm going to study film on that thing.
This quality thing, I think, is a bit of a red herring, because I mean, the people on the street, and you know, it's what he's saying that's important, and I'm just listening to what he's saying. I don't really, it's just it's a head and shoulders thing, so it's not a big deal.
And a lot of the stuff, for the most part, is for online, I think. You know, I mean, you're talking about the way that you covered the fire. I mean, I think personally, when I want to know about a story these days, I'm increasingly going to the internet to find out, because I know there's going to be more information that's accessible very quickly. And if I want, but at the same time, you want visual media, if possible, because you want a sense of what's happening in addition to the information.